Hello, Misty.
Hi, Jacob.
Okay, what inspired you to be a gym teacher?
Actually, it was from going to school here. So, when I went to school here, I took PE and I really enjoyed the teachers. And so I realized that I knew I wanted to work with kids because my family works with everyone in my family, they're teachers or educators. And then I knew that was the path I wanted to take, and then it really became clear that I wanted to be a PE teacher after taking class with both Miss Martin and Mr. Calcara.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Calcara and Martin are such good gym teachers.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Alright, next question. What is your favorite sports class unit to teach kids and why?
Hmm. Well, I think, of course, I enjoy volleyball just because I played volleyball and I feel like it's a sport I really am comfortable teaching. But I also really I taught my kids last semester Colorado ball.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, and so I got it from the middle school that I student taught at, and that was a really fun, fast paced game.
Which middle school did you get it from?
North Arvada Middle School.
What was the name?
North Arvada Middle School.
Okay, next question. What is one difficult decision you had to make as a coach/gym teacher?
Well, so a difficult decision I had to make as a coach would be cutting players. That's always such a difficult decision to make because you never want to hurt anybody's feelings, and you know that they're all working so hard and it's inevitable, but it's still really difficult. And then a difficult decision I had to make as a teacher, um, I think it would be having the hard conversations with students of, you know, having to discipline students who are good students or having to, have those harder conversations. It's definitely important and it's needed, but it doesn't make it any easier.
See, what's funny is Martin said the same thing. Her favorite sport was volleyball also. And no shocker, it was mine too.
Right.
Do you have experience working with volleyball athletes?
I do. Yeah, I've coached. This is my second year coaching at Stanley Lake for volleyball, and then prior to that, I was a volunteer assistant coach for the volleyball team here for I think a year or that first season.
I'm seeing a lot of similarities with you and Martin. She
Really?
started off as assistant coach too.
That's crazy. She likes to copy me.
I'm heading that. Alright, next question. What do you like about playing volleyball?
Oh, it's a hard one. I like so many things about it. I think it's what I like about playing volleyball is that, well, on a literal sense, I never was good with contact sports. So having a net in between me and the other team was a sense of security. But on a more like emotional note, I enjoyed the fast pace of it and then the relationships that I made while playing volleyball and the relationships I continue to make with students now as a coach. I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I could see that because I've met a lot of people in gym class too and become good friends with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Next question. What is your opinion on volleyball?
I think that it's a great sport. You don't have to know all the ins and outs of it to be able to play it, and it's really easy to be able to just have a volleyball and play on the weekend or go find some space at like a park and just pepper back and forth. Like there doesn't need to be a net, there doesn't need to be a ref. Like it's a recreational sport that can be played anywhere.
There's not much stuff that has to go into volleyball to make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
All you really need is just poles, net, and a ball, and you're good.
Exactly.
Right. How do you motivate players who are struggling with their performance on the court?
I have them do a visualization, and that I try and give them have them picture themselves on the court. What do they picture themselves doing? How do they picture themselves doing that? Who's around them? So to kind of put their goals into perspective. And then another thing that I did, like I try and always reason with them and try and be understanding, because sometimes you can get frustrated. It can be a struggle, and with that comes growth. So always encouraging my players to have a growth mindset is, I find, to be very beneficial for them.
All right. Next question. What are some strategies that you use to ensure that all players on the team receive equal playing time?
So we have our rotation, and being the level 3 coach, it's really awesome because I do get to see all these girls get the equal playing time or close to it. Sometimes it can be difficult, but the rotations that we have, it allows for these girls to rotate on and off the court to have as much playing time as they can.
Martin said almost the exact same thing.
Hey, let's make sure we're not interrupting Miss Martellero's class, bud.
Have you ever had to deal with a medical emergency in your class?
Say it one more time, bud.
Have you ever had to deal with a medical emergency in your class?
Medical emergency in my class? Not here at Stanley Lake. We didn't have anything over at the middle school, but I guess a medical emergency that we did have, it was just to get their athletic trainer from the other team just had to come over. We had a girl who had passed out or was lightheaded and then passed out, and so I had to help her onto the floor and keep her safe while someone went and got the athletic trainer to check on her, and she was just severely dehydrated. But other than that, thankfully, I have not had any severe medical cases.
Yeah, Martin gave me a numerous amount of examples.
Yeah, we haven't had anything and granted, because she has been teaching for so much longer. I did have one kid, actually, he tripped and fell into the bleachers, and he hit his hand really hard, and he was hit his knee really hard, and so he was walking with a limp and had to go up to the clinic. But outside of school, I work at a PE camp.
Yeah, you told me about this.
And I did have to deal with a student in the summer who had a cracked head.
Alright, next question, second to last. What steps do you take to ensure the safety of your students?
Definitely classroom management. I have classroom expectations for all of my students and for every single class, and I ensure them that these are in place for a reason, and if they, follow them and come in every day doing what it is, following those, that allows them to stay safe. And then I also do where I'll check the room, the gym, for any thing where it's that could possibly lead to any harm. And so prior to students being there, that's something that I would do to make sure that almost play like worst case scenario.
Yeah, so you check the gym for any safety hazards.
Yes, exactly. Hi Don, how's it going? Good.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That stinks.
Okay, final question. How long do you plan to be a gym teacher here?
I would love to be a PE teacher here for as long as I can be.
Yep, Martin said the exact same thing.
Really?
She wants to go until something and retirement.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would love to be here for as long as I can be.
Alright, and that's it.
All right. Good. You did great. Good job.
Yes. Now I just got Calcara left.
Perfect.